This is the End Zone. We're talking the Dolphins and the future of the Miami Dolphins because it's looking bright. Brian Flores has totally turned this organization around. Now Tua Tagovailoa comes in. His first start against the Rams, he really didn't have to do much. But boy, his second game versus the Arizona Cardinals, he shined. Now the starter, he went 20 for 28, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. His accuracy hasn't dropped off since college. It's what we've seen this whole time, basically his whole career, especially outside of the pocket. Him rolling out of the pocket, throwing the football is a dream. He's so accurate. He used his mobility a couple times in the game to keep plays alive while keeping his eyes downfield, and that's just what he does. He's a guy who's going to extend plays and throw the ball downfield accurately. The touch is still there, the accuracy, the arm strength. He can drive it into some very tight windows, and I loved watching him against the Cardinals. Now, I don't know if it's as much a combination of how good he is and maybe how not good the Cardinals defense is, but we're going to see them playing some other defenses this year, so that's going to be exciting. He already has his first game-winning drive of his career in Game 2. Still has the legs from colleges, and really the only reason his draft stock fell, I feel, in my opinion, was probably because of the worry of getting re-injured. Now, the team around Tua is also solid. You saw Jakeem Grant making plays, Preston Williams, I know he got injured in that game, Devontae Parker, he's a star, Myles Gaskin, he's been out. They got Jordan Howard and Matt Breida. That could be interesting to see if they draft a running back this year. I know Myles Gaskin is good, but they could potentially get a superstar. Tight ends, Mike Gesicki, Adam Shaheen, and Durham Smythe. The defense is there to back him up. I mean, 161 points allowed, 4th in the NFL. Shaq Lawson, Emmanuel Ogbah, they don't let the QBs drop back. I mean, these guys are dangerous. They can force turnovers. The defense and special teams have scored 3 touchdowns in Tua's first 2 starts. That is incredible. Xavier Howard is one of the best, most underrated corners in all of the league. Bobby McCain, who's been struggling with health, also good. They could draft defensively in the first round. You know, they have 2 picks, reminding you they have 2 picks, which is what we're going to talk about later. But listen, the list goes on for really how talented this team is. Brian Flores has created a winning culture, and he created it last year, even though they weren't winning all the games. The Dolphins are already in the playoff hunt this year, one of the most solid rosters in the NFL. No matter how they come out this season, the Dolphins have 2 first-round picks. Talk about the future of this team. You can draft offensively, defensively. You can really build up, help Tua Tagovailoa out. But now the Bills are going to have a lot to compete with. The Patriots have kind of faded away. They're not looking too good. The future isn't bright up north in New England, but it is down south in Miami for the Dolphins. So that brings my final question to you. Do you think that the Dolphins are going to be a Super Bowl contender next season? I don't think they're quite there yet this year. They could definitely make a run in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. They are a very talented football team. But next year, I feel like the sky is the limit for the Dolphins, and they've totally turned this organization around. Props to Brian Flores. Tua, if he can keep it up, if he can stay healthy, the sky is the limit again for the Dolphins. I'd love to know your opinions down below on the Miami Dolphins. What do you think? What are your projections for this year and for next year? Who do you think they will draft in the 2021 NFL Draft? Thanks for watching the EndZone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.